people like knockouts, and I expect to get one in this fight. So tune in, see it, and then watch a Brit become a world champion.
This is Jonathan Aguilar, fifth pro boxing fans, joined by Lawrence Okolie, former world champion, but you could be two-time world champion. How are you enjoying Poland so far, Lawrence?
Yeah, it's good. Just obviously brilliant weather they have it right now, and we're just getting closer and closer to the day. So yeah.
I saw an Instagram post from you saying, let me remind everyone and things like that. Is it about proving some doubters wrong on Friday night rather?
It's just more proving myself right, I've been a very explosive puncher, a very dynamic fighter for the majority of my career. I've won everything there is to win at cruiserweight within reason, from British to world titles. And now, just going up through the gears, I want to do it, and I want to do it viciously.
This is actually your first fight outside of the UK, which surprised me. But I'm sure as an amateur, you must have travelled all over the world. Is there some extra buzz about fighting outside of the UK?
Yeah, it's because it's very much like you know what you got to do, you know what to expect. It's going to be hostile. He's going to be super pumped, so it's everything to be done on my end, but I'm ready to do it.
You've obviously linked up with Joe Gallagher, first fight together. What's the main thing you've learned from him?
I think being comfortable in really uncomfortable situations. I think coming from the amateurs and kind of running through everything quite quickly. I never really um put myself in certain situations. I think with Joe, especially with some of my performances and stuff, there's little things that needed to be worked on that come from repetitions and confidence, i.e., okay, cool. We're in a tiny ring with three guys going 100%, from very early on in camp. So it's cool. You're in this situation, you're under fire. What do you want to do? Do you want to hold? Do you want to move? Do you want to block? And then, holding was obviously taken off the card. So I've had to get really comfortable being in like sort of punching range and firing back, which is obviously I think gonna come in handy in this fight. And then outside of that, just running tracks and just a lot of hard graphs gone in.
Obviously, you've had two top trainers before, Joe and Shane and Sugar Hill. Do you think there'll still be elements of what they've taught you heading into Friday night against Rozanski?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I haven't become once again an Olympian, British, Commonwealth, European, and world champion in my career, like by accident. Obviously, I've retained information, good stuff, and this is just about executing a meticulous game plan and putting on a show-stopping performance.
Now, Rozanski, I think, has all knockout wins bar one, and he blew away Babic. Is that the main area you see as his strengths going into Friday?
Yeah, I think that's his only sort of strength in this fight. He's not going to be able to out jab me. He's not going to be able to out work me. He's not going to be fitter than me. He's not going to be anything. The only thing that he has is the bum rush sort of style. So as long as I execute what we've been working on and just take it back to just basics, like someone's running in with their hands up trying to throw hooks and stuff. Use your feet. Pick good counter shots and go from there.
And do you expect to knock him out?
Yes.
Just a message to the British fans that are going to be tuning in on Sky Sports on Friday. What's your message to them? And what kind of performance can they expect from you?
Just a show-stopping one. I've been feeling very, very good in the gym. Sparring's gone amazing. So it's just about me going there and executing on the day. And I think you guys are gonna, people like knockouts, and I expect to get one in this fight. So tune in, see it, and then watch a Brit become a world champion.
Just want to ask you about the world title fight on Saturday, Fury and Usyk. What did you make of the fight, Lawrence?
I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was competitive. I felt, hats off to both fighters. A special hats off to Usyk for becoming undisputed cruiserweight and an undisputed heavyweight champion, and beating some fantastic fighters on the way there. So all respect to him.
We'll see the ninth round, Fury somehow sort of survived it. Were you as shocked as everyone else to see him in that kind of trouble?
Yes and no. I mean, obviously, usually when he gets hurt, he goes down and has a chance to recover. But I think the problem was it isn't like a one shot, you're down kind of guy. So he had to take sustained shots when he was hurt. So probably yeah. So hats off to him for recovering in that minute and going from there.
Is a rematch, do you feel like Fury can make the adjustments? What adjustments does he need to make in a rematch, in your opinion?
I think he lost on a split decision, so it's obviously a close fight. So of course, it's more for him and his team. I'm not really sure what he felt in there. I don't know what Usyk felt in there. But yeah, of course, the fight was close enough that they could definitely do a rematch.
Now, obviously, you were trained by Sugar Hill, and the obvious question that everyone's been asking is, was there too many voices in the corner? What's your whole take on that? And if you've got a take on that?
Obviously, I don't know how he takes information and if he likes that kind of thing or not. So I can't really speak on it. But I think especially in hard situations, you kind of want one voice.
And is your opinion changed on a Fury Joshua matchup? You've sparred both now. From what you've watched on Saturday, does your opinion change on that fight?
It's always been the same. It'll be similar to as it Fury. It'll be a good competitive fight, and then unless one of them lands a concussive shot, it's at this level. There's no easy fights.
And would you edge towards any of them?
Um, yeah, probably. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. It depends on like how I don't know. I actually don't know if the fight gets made. It's difficult because Fury will be coming off of a loss. So maybe his confidence wouldn't be as high. And AJ's on a high. So there's lots of different factors at play. So it's tough to say.
Just lastly, a big fight June 15th, Paul against Chris Smith. How do you think that one's going to go?
It should be a good fight. But no, I'm not really sure. The closer I get, the more I think Chris is gonna win it. But I don't really know or really care.
Fair enough. Well, all about Friday night in Poland. Lawrence against Rozanski for the WBC Bridgerweight title. Lawrence, good luck, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks.